Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals, how you doing? I just have a bunch of stuff on my desk. My desk is its usual colossal mess, so I just sort of shoved everything to the side and left this stuff here. Just a couple of silly little projects I've been doing the last couple of days. There is, well, we'll start with these. This, you may recognise, was sent to me by the lovely Lucy. It was just included in her package and I thought it was super cute. Just a bit of messy sewing on a card with a bit of book page, some lace and a stamped image. So I decided to make some of my own. So here they are. This was a piece of old manila folder that was floating around on my desk. So I cut it into just whatever size seemed appropriate. Rounded the corners, grunged it up a bit, did some stamping on it, found some little bits of a stamp catalogue that was also sent to me by Lucy. I was fussy cutting stamps out of it and I had all these little bits left and I thought, oh, they'll do nicely, so I just tore them up and popped them down with a little bit of a glue stick and an old piece of lace curtain that I had floating around and some just stamped images that I also had floating around. These were also stamped on manila folder, and yeah, took them over to my sewing machine and did some messy sewing around, and yeah, they're kind of cute. I like them. Just something cute to put in a journal. I mean, you could journal on the back of that if you really wanted to. You could stick a piece of paper over it if you really wanted to, but I just kind of like being able to see the messy sewing. So there we go. Thanks for that amazing idea, Lucy. I love them. And now I know what to do with little pieces of manila folder that I've got floating around. I have to make little booklets and stuff out of them, but this is a cute idea. So yeah. This is not manila folder, I don't know what this is, but this is a nice piece of card. So anyway, there's that. I did that. Also, I don't know if you remember, Lucy sent me some in the Happy Mail. She sent me some little doodads. Where would I find one? Because I've just pushed everything aside. Hold on. I've got a folio here that I usually keep bits of Happy Mail in. There we go. There's a piece. There, she'd made these little doodads, which apparently is just like, little pattern papers and lolly wrappers and stuff, just sort of collaged together with a little bit of like glossy accents or something over the top, and then put on a piece of backing card, which I thought were just delightful. They are incredible. Oh, there's another one of those little cards. That's another piece of cardboard that was lying on my desk. So I made some because I wanted to try it out. Now mine aren't as fancy as Lucy's, because I've just made mine with bits of like this. I have a big heap of children's origami paper that's really fairly ugly. So I cut little strips like this and then chopped them into little random shapes and began collaging. So I have all these little doodads now, which I think are pretty cute. I did put some glossy accents on them, so sorry if they're glaring back at you. So now I just need to mount them on a little piece of black cardboard or whatever I can find handy. And I've got some little doodads of my own. So yeah, they were pretty cute. I like those. I made them just on a piece of card like this, because again, that was, see the end of it, that was floating around on my desk, so I just used half of that. And then once they were all done, all collaged up, I chopped them into pieces before I glossy accented them. So there's just another little thing that I tried out. I can do videos of these things if you want, but I've pretty much explained it. I don't think you need a video, but if you want one, let me know. Also from the lovely Lucy, she sent me some pieces of old kimono, which I found just amazing. So I tore a few strips off, tears beautifully by the way, and I had these photos that I had mounted a long time ago out of a book, and I thought that yeah, I would just sew a little piece of kimono onto the pictures. So yeah, this is the kimono lining from the brown one, and then obviously the brown kimono, and then again I used a bit of the brown kimono lining and some of the sort of floral one for this lovely lady. So yeah, I just thought they were cute, just a bit of something to pop in a journal. Again, I've just done some stamping on the back, just random stuff, tickets and whatnot, bit of Japanese writing. So yeah, I made those. And then full disclosure, I bought some Tim Holtz scrap paper. Now, when I bought the Tim Holtz scrap paper, it was when I was just starting out doing junk journals, and you know, you see the videos and you're like, oh my goodness, that stuff is so amazing, I need to have it, everybody's using it, it's like super grungy, it's just awesome. So I went out and bought myself a tiny little pad of it, which cost me a bomb, and I've been sitting on it ever since. I must have had that pad of scrapbook paper. I mean, I've used like the odd piece here and there, but I must have had that that pad of scrapbook paper for 4 or 5 years now. So I pulled it out the other day because I was tidying my craft room, and one of the pages was just all these little photographs. So I cut them all out and mounted them on some brown card. And yes, you will see these pop up from time to time in my journals, because now I will use them. As to the rest of the scrapbook paper that's sitting over there and probably will continue to be hoarded because it's just lovely to look at, I will try to use it. Maybe I'll make journal cards out of it, double-sided journal cards or something, because that's the problem. It's very thick, so it's, you know, kind of limited in its uses anyway, and it's double-sided, so it's like, oh, but I like the other side too. I can't cover something with it because then I'll lose the other side. So yeah, can't be helped, I'm a hoarder, that's just the way it is. But yes, I do have a pad of scrapbook paper from Tim Holtz floating around in here that I have had for eons. It was literally the only one I ever bought because the expense of it absolutely horrified me. But I do love it, gotta admit, do love it. Never look at it, it's usually on the bottom of all my card and paper and stuff because I know I'm never going to use it. So I'm going to try this year. This year is my year of sharing my things. So and if you don't have Tim Holtz scrapbook paper, I do the same thing with little cutouts from usually encyclopedias because they're full of little pictures of men. These actually all came off of the German pages that it was like a little German encyclopedia thing or something that I was sent by Bonnie and Clive. So yeah, I cut out all the little gentlemen from there. Again, this was a piece of cardboard that was just floating around my desk. I stuck a little bit of the book page that was left after I hacked all the heads out of it on the back of each one. It has absolutely nothing to do with the picture on the front, but it's just a bit of something. So yeah, this is very old cardboard. I think it came out of a photo album, if I'm remembering correctly. It was the inside lining of the front cover or something of a photo album. So yeah, so I did that. I used a Posca paint pen just to paint the edges, just because I felt like it, and a bit of Acryl Stabilo pencil to just draw around them and sort of wet into the cardboard, so it just looks a little bit more grungy. But there's that. So there you go. That's what I've been doing the last few days. Now, oh, and I was also playing with this. This is just an old book page that I had, again, floating around my desk. I bought some things from Bonnie the other day, some book pages, some German encyclopedia and stuff, and a little stamping book and stuff, and she very kindly sent me some old, what's it called? There it is here. They're like rub-ons, apparently. Spacematic Letraset. There you go. Apparently they're very old, and they used to be used by graphic designers. So she sent me those and said they may be dried out, they may not work, but I'm sure you'll find something to do with them. So I sat and stuck them on this page just to see what they did, because I've never had rub-ons before, which probably seems ridiculous, but I haven't ever played with them before. So it was strangely fun. I enjoyed it, and yeah, so there's that. And these are the little bits of washi that that came on the package. I just stuck them on there. I need to glue them on because that one just fell off. So yeah, I don't know what I'll do with that. It will continue to float around my desk for a while, but I'm sure it'll turn up in something. You'll see it. So that is about it for now. I did go on an adventure today. I had some things I had to take to the charity store because I have been busily tidying up my craft room and getting rid of a lot of old plastic containers, and I also did my kitchen drawers and stuff. So I had all these containers that I wanted to get rid of. So I took them to my favourite little charity store this morning and thought, okay, it's been a while. It's my day off. So I treated myself to a round of the charity stores that are near me. There's 5 that I generally like to go and have a poke around in. So I came home with 5 bags of stuff. I can do a haul video if you like. I don't know if people like those. I mean, sometimes I love sitting and watching a haul video. Sometimes it just makes me jealous. So I'm not sure whether you guys would like to see a haul video. If you would, let me know in the comments and I'll do one. I can do one tomorrow. Yeah, I've got to pack all this stuff away anyway, so yeah, if you would like to see a haul video, let me know in the comments and I'll do one. If you're not really into them, then feel free to let me know that too, because yeah, I don't want to make it if you guys are not interested in watching it. So yeah, all right fellas, it's been nice to spend some time with you today, show you what I've been up to. If you want a tutorial on any of this stuff, also feel free, but it's all pretty self-explanatory. In fact, really all these are all exactly the same thing, just pictures out of book pages pasted onto a piece of card. So yeah, but yeah, let me know in the comments if you would like me to do anything in particular, and yeah, I will see you again another day. It's been nice hanging out with you guys. Bye.